YouTube? Doof95 here. I'm sorry if I sound sick. I've been really congested for the past week now, but nothing's going to stop me from doing my analysis on Clear Lakes 44, broadcast number 6. This time it's subtitled Birdwatcher. And who's the Birdwatcher? Well, it seems that Noah is our Birdwatcher. We saw him watching one on the TV screen in broadcast number 3, so we're just going to go with that. So in this one, we have him. He's hanging around his apartment or house, whatever it is, and he's looking out the windows. He sits down in his chair. He hears a knock at his door. He looks out the blinds to see who's there. Doesn't really react to it. Maybe he didn't see anything. So he just continues on about what he's doing. Here's another knock. Looks out again. Doesn't see anything, or maybe he does. He gets up and walks to the door, about to open it, but then some distortion happens. We cut to black for just a minute, and then he turns around really wide-eyed in awe, disbelief, whatever you want to say, and sees a shadowed figure with really squinty white eyes. You know, it's a completely black figure aside from that feature. And the figure seems to lunge at him. Again, we have distortion, and the last shot is of a set of drawers, which is directly below where he was sitting to begin with. So, once again, very interesting. They seem to be progressing things along very nicely, and this time it seems we might have our antagonist of the series, or at least one of them. Or do we? We don't. I guess we don't know. I'm sorry. Getting off track here. We have something paranormal. We have something clearly of supernatural, if not abilities, presence at least. It clearly has distortion upon the camera, and it appeared inside the Birdwatcher's home without him even being aware of it, which maybe something similar happened in the previous one with Glitchy. I mean, we really don't see what happens, but somebody at the door, it suddenly opens, something's inside. Wouldn't surprise me if it was something very similar, and that's how we connect the Birdwatcher and Glitchy. So, with that being said, I want to take another look at the camera in the series, because the last time we saw the way the camera moved, we thought maybe it was a drone of some sort. And this one, I really don't know. I mean, it could be. I mean, it makes sense if it is, but the Birdwatcher really isn't aware that the camera is there, or if he is aware, he's not alarmed by it whatsoever, because it's very up close in his face, and the way he walks around, it would have to be really, really small for him not to be able to notice it. And that brings me to the fact that maybe, well, there's two things that I'm thinking. Maybe there's not a camera at all. Maybe this is just a third-person style narrative where you have the omniscient kind of perspective on everything. But that doesn't explain why we still have distortion. You know, everything we've had from the Fact Boys has been through a camera when it comes to distortion. And that would be a break in the trend if that was the case. And it really doesn't make sense to have distortion if you don't have an outlet for it to go through. It just doesn't work. So, what is this? I don't know. I've had people speculate that it was the point of view of the operator, and that's how it came through on the camera in Marble Hornets. That's really interesting, but it's hard to make work. So they're going to have to get creative with this one, but I'm sure they already know what they're doing with it. So I'm not too concerned about that. But it is very intriguing, and I can't wait to see more of what's going on, how it connects to Tim, how it connects to the Birdwatcher, Glitchy, all that. I want to see how it works. And I do like the fact that we now have established characters. We can think of, you know, the ones I just mentioned, plus whatever the creature is, or entity, I don't know. And who knows, maybe Noah, or excuse me, the Birdwatcher, didn't even notice or see what we saw. Maybe he saw the actual person, if it is a person, or maybe it is that entity. It honestly reminded me of Firebrand from Tribe 12, if you've seen that. Very similar in appearance. But as far as that goes, I think that's all I really have to say about it. I can't really speculate too much about what's going to happen, but I do believe that all the characters we've seen so far are interconnected, and they're going to be brought together at some point, somehow. That's all I really have. So as always, if there's anything I missed, comments, criticisms, anything you want me to take into consideration for future videos, comments, theories, put them in the comments. As always, like this video, subscribe if you're new. I've had a lot of subscribers, and I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who's subscribed. I've brought my channel up about 40 subscriptions since these videos have started, and I'm going to continue to bring these updates to you as fast as I can. So I thank you all for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.